Good morning, everyone. We're here at American River College. It's Wednesday. And you know what that means. It's speed work day. Today I decided to only do 4 miles. And I'm gonna switch it up a bit. Instead of just going full out, trying to go race pace, I'm gonna go 1 base pace, 1 race pace. I'm gonna back it up with a base pace so that I can back it off a little bit and see how intervals would actually work as opposed to just going all out. Let's get started. All right, quick workout, way quicker than I'm used to. Whew, I was hurting. I went with the plan, 1 at base pace, 1 at race pace. And first mile, 6:36, not bad. Second mile at race pace was a little faster than it should have been, 5:26 a mile. So that third mile when I was doing race pace was staying right at 6:30, but it was really hard to recover. And I think I did a 6:26. But then on the 4th mile, I kind of kept it at my base pace of 6:30 for 3 laps so that I could pick it up on the last lap. And I did pick it up, but ended up doing a 6:10 mile instead of a 6 or better. But ended up averaging a 6:06 mile for 4 miles with my second fastest mile ever of a 5:26. Feeling it, but short and sweet. Now it's time to go home and recover. Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, which means it's speed work day. I'm making my way over to American River College. Doing about a 7:50 mile right now, just kind of getting my body going. Been really tired lately. I've been sleeping horribly, so I haven't been super pumped to get up in the morning. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I wanted to run at 7 a.m., but better now than never. All right, so tired. I've been sleeping horribly lately. Not sleeping well at all. I couldn't fall asleep till about 2 a.m. last night, and I got up at 8. 6 horrible hours of sleep. It wasn't 6 hours of sleep, it was 6 horrible hours. But I went out and I ran anyways because we're getting closer and closer to the marathon. I'm getting tired of excuses, and I want to try and do the best I can at CIM in 7 weeks. So went over to the track. I warmed up to the track just under 2 miles at a 7.5 minute pace. Solid warm up, easy, felt totally fine. And then mile 1, so my goal when I got to the track was 1 mile off at 6:15, 1 mile on at 5:45, so that I could try to balance a 6-minute mile. It didn't quite go well as planned, but this was the first time I ever used the lap button on my watch. So I was running laps. So 4 laps equals a mile. And I wanted to try and do that so that I could get an accurate description of my pace, because usually when you run at the track, your mile gets shorter and shorter, and it says you're doing a faster mile. So it cuts about a 0.2 mile after you run a couple of miles, and then you know that your pace is off because it's cutting your mile faster than it should. But back to the miles. Mile 1, I ran a 6:21. A little slower than I wanted, but that's okay, because technically, as long as I run faster than a 6:30 mile for CIM, I'm gonna qualify for New York. The more and more past 6:30, the better, right? And I know I could do better, so there's nothing wrong with pushing myself. So 6:21, and then mile 2 was 5:40. So I was 6 seconds slower on my first mile, but I was 5 seconds faster than I wanted to be on my second one. Was a good mile. I felt really good. The third mile was a 6:31, so That was 16 seconds slower, probably because I went a little fast on the second mile and I was feeling it. Then on mile 4, I thought I picked it up, but apparently, I don't know what happened. I did a 6:25 mile, so I only went 5 seconds faster, when every time I was going around, I was 5 seconds faster on each lap. So it was just kind of weird. Again, I've never used the lap function, so I'm not quite sure what happened. Man, this neighborhood is super nice. So nice. Anyways, I don't know what really happened on that. And then mile 5 was 6:44. Yeah, just feeling not sleeping last night, so I decided to call it. I've ran almost 8 miles today total. You know, I'm just gonna have to take it and run again in a couple days. Tomorrow I get to get out on my bike. I'm really excited about that, so I'll take you guys along with me up Mount Vaca. It's beautiful, and I'm really excited to see my good friend Kyle. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about anything happening with my running or CIM coming up in December, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys on the next workout. Thanks for watching. Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, it's my long day. I'm not gonna run 22 miles today, but I thought of a better plan. I already know I can run a half marathon. The real challenge is for CIM in 48 days. We are 48 days away from CIM, California International Marathon, and I need to get my long days in. I worked from 8 a.m. to midnight yesterday, and I'm pretty tired, but I got about 7.5, 8 hours of sleep. And I decided that I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna run 14 miles at a 6.5 minute pace, because that is the pace that I run my first half of the marathon, so that I can pick it up the second half. Mile 1, 27. What a beautiful day. It's so pleasant out this morning. Mile 3 knocked out, 7:07. Feeling great today. Feeling great. Just hit mile 7. I noticed that I kind of zoned out and got bored. I did a 6:32 mile. Technically, I'm still under 6:30 because I've gone faster the previous 6 miles. But the whole goal is not to go under 6.5. So I gotta be a little more cautious of my pace. Since I'm used to going so much faster, I sometimes get lost in thought. Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday. Last time I seen you was on Sunday. After my run, I elevated my feet, got some food, relaxed, went to work, and was on my feet for about 6 more hours. I figured I'd go over my run just now. Wednesday's speed work. I did 7 miles, and I averaged 6:05 a mile. This time, instead of just trying to do a 6 minute the whole time, I wanted to go out and run the first half about as fast as I could, so that when I backed off in the second half, if I wasn't able to sustain it, I could back it off but keep it closer to 6 minutes as opposed to 6:30. This is what I came up with. Mile 1 was a 5:47. Mile 2 was 5:51. Mile 3 was 6:01. Mile 4, 5:59. Mile 5 was 6:16. Mile 6 was 6:21. And mile 7 was 6:20. Those last 3 miles, I say it was a really good experience as far as like getting my engine revved and close to or near redlining. I averaged 165 heart rate for 42.5 minutes, so pretty good. I think race day is a lot different, the experience. It's not just like I'm going out and running and worrying about my heart rate. There's people around me, there's people going past me and running with me, and there's people cheering you on, so you're able to put yourself in a different mind space on race day. So it was really good. But I wanted to go over the 22 miles that I did on Sunday really quickly. And so on Sunday, I went ahead and did 14 miles instead of the 21. And I went ahead and averaged a 6:25 mile for those 14 miles. And it got me really excited, because if I can run a 6:30 for the first half and then do what I did at Urban Cow, which was a 6:07 or better for the second half, I could run around a 2:42 marathon, which would be insane. anything in the 240s is going to be good for me, but I know that I have potential to do something great like that, and I can only dream of running a sub 240, but it's not impossible, but I'm not sure that's going to happen this time. But I'm really excited. We're about 44 days out from the marathon, and I'll see you guys on Sunday for the long run.